I was sitting in a barbershop getting a haircut one day, and one of my students came into the shop, and he was just sitting down for like 10 or 15 minutes, just kind of staring out the window with this like bored look. And I was sitting there looking at him and thinking like, he should be practicing his reading right now. And I wished I had a children's book to give him, but I didn't.
According to the United States Department of Education, more than 85% of America's black male fourth grade students are not proficient in reading. In 2013, former kindergarten teacher, comedian, and author Alvin Irby founded an organization that brings books and the joy of reading to barbershops all across the U.S.
Barbershops are cultural centers, you know. Boys start going to the barbershops usually around age 2 or 3, and they come at least once a month or sometimes twice a month, depending. Whenever you have any type of significant event in your life, you go get a cut. And so part of Barbershop Books' work is we want to try and leverage the relationship that barbers have with young boys to hopefully get more boys to really, identify as readers and feel a lot more positively about, reading and about books.
I thought that it was a smart idea. I read chapter books, mostly books that are very detailed and are very long, so I don't read them too quick.
Kids are so much on social media and on tablets and stuff, and if they have something else to keep them occupied, instead of electronics, it's a great thing.
We do see kids reading more. We actually push them to do it too.
When you look at the first few years of school, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, there are almost no black male teachers, right? And then a lot of young black boys are raised by single mothers, so they may not necessarily have, black male reading models at home, but they go to the barbershop.
We're like role models to the kids. And also, you could say we're like babysitters to the, parents come drop their kids off here and works hand in hand,
I wrote a book, my first children's book. It's called Gross Greg, and it's about a little kid who loves to eat his boogers. You call them boogers, but Gross Greg, he calls them delicious little sugars. The reason why I wrote this book is because when I was teaching kindergarten and first grade, a lot of the books that had black characters, they were very serious about slavery, segregation, civil rights, which are important topics. But these aren't the only books that children should have access to that have characters that kind of look like them. And that's part of the reason why our selection, our curated list at Barbershop Books includes many humorous titles. And we believe that if we can create the type of reading experiences that help boys to identify as a reader, then they will read for fun. Many children's early reading experiences in school are almost exclusively skill-based. It means every time they pick up a book, someone's asking them to take a test or answer questions, and those things don't necessarily cultivate a child's intrinsic motivation to read. So when they leave school, they stop reading because for them, reading is about a test or reading is about, a skill. And what we want kids to understand about Barbershop Books is that reading is actually something that you can do anywhere at any time.
I think it's great. I think it's food for thought, and they're like sponges, so they need it, It's like the best, let's say like the best nutrients for the brain.
Everyone doesn't have access to these things, and if you get a haircut and you're able to get a haircut and get a few minutes of reading in, I think that's a great thing.
We have child-friendly reading spaces in about 56 barbershops right now, in just over 20 cities in about 13 states. And our goal is to expand into 800 barbershops over the next 3 years in 20 target cities. Philadelphia, Atlanta, Chicago, DC, Baltimore, Detroit. We want, at the end of the day, for young black boys to say 3 words: I'm a reader.